Hello, language explorers. It's me, Anne, from Walk It English, where we provide daily walk themes combined with English language learning. If you are new to Wade, check out our welcome video to see how it all works. By joining this walk, you will master some of the most useful preposition phrases for everyday English conversations and writing. This lesson will help you sound more natural, expand your vocabulary, and gain confidence speaking English in real life situations. Let's dive into some of those helpful preposition plus noun combinations that you'll use on our walk today. Let's dive into some helpful preposition and noun combinations that you'll use on your walk today. So the first combination is to go or come for a walk, a meal, a swim. These are just some examples of ways that we can talk about our activities. So let's go for a walk after work, or she came for a meal with us. Another expression that is that preposition plus noun is going to be this one, to be or to go on a walk, a vacation, a trip, or a tour. And this describes being involved in or participating in something. So the examples I have here are I'm on a walk right now, and they went on a vacation last week. Now, of these four, walk, vacation, trip, and tour, vacation is a little bit different in that vacation can be used as uncountable, meaning to be away from work or to be away from school. In this case, I would say they went on vacation last week. But if I'm talking about a specific vacation, like their vacation to New York, then I would say they went on a vacation last week. So vacation's a little bit different, so keep that in mind. Our next combination is on the television or on the TV, which is what I would probably say, the radio, the internet, and social media. These are all different sources of information, and we will use on to say that it's being broadcast or shared through these different channels. Now, my examples here are I saw her on television. Now, television is a little bit different from the other four in that I can make it countable or uncountable. Here in my example, it was uncountable. So I saw her on television in a general sense. But I could say I saw her on the television, meaning my television or very specific TV. Now, the news is on the radio. I will always use the when I talk about the radio. And the same with the internet. The news is on the internet. The will always be there. Now, English is crazy. So when we get to social media, we do not say the news is on the social media. This case, it is a general uncountable situation. So the news is on social media. No the, no a. So just to recap that, television is flexible, countable or uncountable. The radio, the internet, you'll always have the, and social media, you will not use the. Now, our last one is in my opinion, and this is a great way to share your thoughts with others. So, in my opinion, yellow is the happiest color. Using these combinations will help you describe your activities and your opinions clearly and naturally. The more you practice, the easier it will become to use them in daily conversations. You can download today's PDF guide linked in the description. All this information and some journaling questions are there to guide you through today's walk and journal entry. Now, before we take a look at my journal entry, where I use these preposition and noun expressions to talk about noticing all things yellow, this is the part of the video where I encourage you to practice your speaking by shadowing what I say. And if you're new to shadowing, check out the welcome video. I love it when great minds think alike. When I started Wade, I made a list of ideas to walk. My friend sent me a message on social media about The Art of Noticing, a book by Rob Walker. In it, there were 131 ways to be curious and more creative in our everyday lives. I already had color walks on my list, but I was motivated by the variations presented. The next time I go for a color walk, I will try one. The first thing I saw was the yellow gate reflected in the puddle. In my opinion, reflection pictures are the most fun to take. Many companies use yellow to get our attention. Yellow often warns us to be careful. On this walk, the yellow was super effective as I could still see it in the snow. This was a base to a parking lot lamp. I just learned on the internet that yellow fire hydrants are owned by the City of Toronto, and the red ones are privately owned, like on a college campus. What I also learned is that the cap colors show the fire hydrant water pressure. They can be blue, green, red, or orange. Now I want to go find one of each. The most common yellow objects I saw on this trip were warning signs. The first warns drivers to be aware of pedestrians. The second tells us that there is a gas line underground and not to dig. There are all sorts of yellow warning signs beside roads. I find it interesting that yellow is a positive, happy, and warm color, but also a negative, caution, illness color. Most of my objects on today's walk were on the negative side. Maybe I'll walk to a bright yellow coffee shop to cheer myself up. Well, you're on your way to mastering preposition and noun combinations and making your English sound more fluent and natural. Keep practicing these phrases during your walks and daily conversations. And don't forget to use your PDF guide and journal prompts for extra support. Notice everything yellow and take pictures or notes and then write your own journal entry. I can't wait to see what you found and how you use these new expressions. If you would like to get personalized feedback on the journal entry, become a WADE member by signing up on our website. Take a look at the next video for another great Walk-A-Day English language adventure. If you liked this video and would like to see more, click on the subscribe button. Until our next walk, stay safe and go explore your space, one word at a time.